All right, what's up? We are back, week 20. Always coming back with another training vlog. So, this is a Sunday lift at work. Was kind of going to be an off day. Kind of wanted to, been messing around with his groin. So, did some no equipment squats like I had planned. I did last week. The previous week I had done front squats. So, kind of as a deload. But knew I was going to push one more week before I deloaded going into Wilmington. So squatted up to 315 for 3, nothing crazy. Obviously you can see the tempo is nice and controlled. I'm trying to work on things. From this back view, you can kind of see the hips shift to the right, kind of away from that left groin, but worked up to 315 for 3. I'm okay with this with no belt, no knee sleeves, no shoes, pretty decent range of motion as well. Nothing exciting really, to be honest. And mix some hub in after that. So, moving on to the 20th. So Monday, I ended up doing some throws at the gym in the morning. About an hour of throwing is really what it came down to. And as you can see, this is the 2-inch hub. I guess it's 2-inch. I need to measure it. It's smaller than the Ironmind competitive hub. So it's kind of just working both hands and working the hub. Always mixing in the grip stuff. So we threw wob, and I just threw the 49 this morning, trying to mix it up, and was feeling beat up. I mean, still feeling tired. Some long days at work here and there, but I took, how many throws did I have here? It looks like I took about 15 throws in wob. I didn't actually measure. Maybe 12 throws. 12 throws in wob, or 15 to 12 to 15 throws. Jeez, come on, can't talk. This is just getting reps. Now, one thing I've been going back and forth on is throwing in, these are flat shoes versus throwing in weightlifting shoes. The weightlifters kind of put me in a position where my heels are a little elevated, so maybe I'm a half-inch taller, maybe a half-inch higher throw. It also shifts my weight to my quads, which my left quad is weak, which is funny, but it's very similar in the position that I would do an Olympic lift in, where I'm arguably potentially most powerful, but I go back and forth. I've thrown in both. I've thrown higher in lifters, so I kind of tend to go back to that, but some days I'm just lazy and just throw the throwing shoes on and just go to throw. And then I threw the 49 today after this, and I'm looking back at my notes in the heavy light throwing journal. Thanks, Mike Beach, if you ever watch this. I threw the 49, and all I really wrote down was go through the motions today. Trying to just get reps in, not kill myself with it. Working speed and then pushing in the back. Now, the speed wasn't there per se, but I was really working right here, push through the back, pushing around. After that first turn, really pushing and driving myself to the front. That was the cue I was working on the day. Because the speed just didn't feel there. It's hard. Sometimes, I mean, we do compete first thing in the morning, but after being at the firehouse all night, showing up the next day, sometimes a little rough to try to jump in and be fast first thing in the morning. So I'm okay with it. It's just getting reps. Sometimes, some days, it's just getting reps. I get frustrated when it catches in the strap. Now, I left this one. I don't know. Sometimes I have complete brain farts, and when I came back behind me, it's like I lose balance completely, and it's frustrating to me. And it adds to the frustration when things aren't going the way you wanted to. So you do have to have the ability to back up a point. When I said I wasn't going to work speed, and then I changed my cue on the day and said, you know what, if speed's not there, let's work through the push. Let's get reps in and try to get better. It's not going to be the fastest. Some days it's fast, some days it's not. You got to play the fatigue game too. So, I did throw the lightweight, or maybe I didn't. That's right. One's hooked in the strap, and I said scrap lightweight. So move on to Tuesday. Or no, after this is the same day. We had our hurdle jumps, prowler sprints, and then here is power snatch plus hang snatch. 2 power snatches plus a hang snatch. Worked from 85 to 93 kilos. So actually, the snatches, I mean, am I working in the 100 to 110 kilo range? No, I'm definitely not. Is that where I want to be? Yeah, I'd love to be working towards 120. But I am, after this phase, going to shift back to training the velocity side of things, or really tracking my velocity. I haven't been doing that all off season. I'm going to try to start shifting back to training with the velocity side of things and paying attention to that. And I'm a thrower that is, I personally have to be very technical and I have to be fast. I am not a big, strong thrower. In the pro ranks, in the pro world, I am one of the smallest guys out there at sub 5, really sub 6 foot. I'm right at or just under, depends on if I've squatted that week. But right about 6 foot 240, I'm one of the smaller guys out there. So when it's taken me 14 years to tweak and train and do all these different things to get there. So we finished Monday up with some glute ham sit-ups and then got into shot put times a bunch is what I wrote down. This is at the firehouse. So going with the cue, push long and keep rotating. So what I'm trying to do is kind of throw the ball off to the left because I always blow it out early to the right. And I'm trying to teach myself or train myself to really throw all the way around. So on the day, I threw 5 wheel drills, 5 non-reverses, which I really suck at. I end up blowing through my finish because I'm just used to just kind of jumping that finish. So that's why I'm trying to do non-reverses. I'm just not very, very good at them. At somehow stopping myself. I've got to essentially slow down and be okay with them not going as far. But I want the speed there to keep pushing. So I did 15 of my, I call them fulls, which is the modified South African. So, and then 5 stands. So that's what, 25, 30 total throws with the 16-pound shot put, which is a high volume for me. And I can't remember which one was the good one off the top. It does go a little towards the left, actually, kind of towards that tall building in the background, which is kind of funny. But very good practice for me. Technically, that might be it. That was it right there. Practice PR here at the firehouse with the cracks on the ground and whatnot. Solidly. And it kind of goes uphill. So some of these throws, it actually fetches for me. It kind of rolls itself back down, which is really nice as you go to stop the camera and the ball's coming right back to you. So very good day. Good. I love hitting a PR. Anytime you hit a PR is a good time. And it wasn't like I was necessarily chasing a PR. And then I've been mixing up lately, instead of just always throwing a 25-pound med ball, slam ball, which I can't tuck, throw in the stands with a 16. Moved upstairs and inside, hit these depth push-ups. I was a little more worried about these dumbbells than they really were. They were pretty stable. You see they don't really rock too much. And then been in an incline phase or starting incline phase, so 4x, what was this? No, this is week 2 of it. 5x3 at 235 on the axle. Some weighted pull-ups, a set of 2, and then drop down to 4 sets of 6. So I got a double at 90 pounds, and then drop down, here's the double at 90. Pretty solid. I'm really happy with that. And then drop down 4 sets of 6 at the 45-pound plate. Then had some random arm stuff, and then moved into the next day, the 22nd. This is Wednesday. I, once again, came off work and then work again the night after this workout here. So showed up, just really worked on lightweight reps. I have my notes here. My groin was tender today for whatever reason, and it's like I didn't really I guess we have to say the shot put makes it tender. Today, 12 reps, work positions, no effort. So what in my note at the very bottom said groin needs to heal. So you can see kind of at the finish there, I kind of hopped that one. It's trying to, I'm kind of rotating that finish, trying to stay away from blocking up over that left leg because it does piss the groin off. But just getting some reps in, this really took me like less than 30 minutes to get warmed up and throw. Hate when they stick in the strap, but hit some lightweight, and was just going through the motions. I mean, it looks like it's kind of hard, kind of fast, but what it really is trying to just, maybe turn up the intensity knob, but do so with as minimal effort on this day as possible. That was kind of the idea, is how good can we throw without really going all out effort. I mean, you're going to try a little bit harder here and there. Like that looked like a pretty decent attempt, but it stuck in the strap. Worked inside, standing triple jump. I think I did 10 reps here. Best was around 25.5 feet to give you guys something to shoot for. Then hit, of course, the Prowler sprints, and then front squatted on the day to a box. And I don't think I put, maybe I did put it in between the Prowler and the jumps. Worked the Captains of Crush because we're doing the arms lifting super series coming up. But I didn't front squat. I did front squat in there. I hit a double at 340 and then 3 sets. One set. I dropped down and only did one, just not overdo it at 275. What day is this now? Thursday, May 20. Good thing I have my heavy light throwers journal in front of me because it's off. So this is where, this was the week I had my promotional test at work. That's why I have work night, and all these. So this is my daylight, get to show up, throw during the day, threw in the morning. All I did was 11 throws with the 49. Not my best day. Focused on the push in the back. Groin still pissed. Says heal up groin. And it was just reps in. Throwing weights multiple days in a row, plus the shot put was obviously pissing off this groin. So some days you don't need to push all out. That's what, you've ever heard of range throwing. Set up a distance out there, maybe 85 to 92%. Don't know where I've got those numbers. But throw those numbers. And how easy can you hit those numbers? Can you work on the technique for it to land in that spot? Odd lift du jour is circus dumbbell this week, which I realize I really, really suck at. I've done some dumbbells before, but nothing with the big one. This is very, very humbling and made it way more impressive to me from what some other people do. I mean, obviously, it's more of a familiarity thing. What was really difficult for me was pressing with the dumbbell. My hand was not near my shoulder like I do in a push press or a jerk, because I'm decent on my overhead, but my hands start at my shoulder, not up near my ear. So that was something, might continue to put that one in there. It's so hard and difficult for me. I might mix it in a little more frequently, just having some fun with it. So play with some circus dumbbell, worked into my jerks, 4 sets of 2 at 130 kilos and whatnot. Skip Friday, here's Saturday, this picture, Rogue wind-up challenge. So the Rogue challenge, bike 4,000 meters and then back squatted 380 for 4 after a 2-minute rest. I don't know, still just mixing it up. Had to jump in at a CrossFit gym. That Rogue Echo, or the Rogue, or the Concept 2 bike erg sucks. That thing was nasty. Still went to the gym after, and that's where you see me here. Depth jump, press a broad jump. I ended up doing 20 total reps of that, and then we moved into cleans. I was surprised with how well these moved. 4 sets, 2 clean pulls plus a power clean. Worked up 3 sets at 125 kilos and then a top set at 130. It was just, it was moving. It felt good. I'm like, dang, I might have to ride this bike and get myself real tired before I lift normally. But after these clean pulls, finished up with a heavy inverse curl. I added a little bit more weight back. I was fatigued this day. 4 sets of 5 and hella hamstrings. This is a longer video, but all in all, a very, very solid week. I'm very happy with the progress. This is the week I pushed. I should have deloaded, and I pushed through and had a very good week. And getting ready for Wilmington next week. The following week, next week will be a little bit of a deload. So excited with how well this went. And we'll see you guys next week with another games footage at the end of it. And we're excited how this is going to go.